Okay.
Welcome to the Obsidian Loft Minecraft podcast. This week on our 22nd episode, we discuss Attack of the B Team 1.8, Pocket Edition, Feed the Beast, and Tug, and more. I'm Jason Oakley, and this is my co-host, Will Tomkinson. Hey, Will.
Hey, Joe. It's good to be here, mate.
Good to see ya.
Yeah, we try to be here, like, occasionally to do this. Our server,
you get sick of us, right?
That's it, exactly. Our server is mc.obsidianloft.com. It's our public Attack of the B Team server, so go and load the Tekkit launcher up, get on there and come and see us.
And our website is at www.obsidianloft.com. It's hosted by Engine, and now time for some Minecraft news. Freezing Fire put together this clever video which shows Minecraft from its earliest beginnings all the way up to today at version 1.8. See if you can spot where you first started playing Minecraft. Let's watch it now.
Alrighty. Now, there isn't actually any audio to this video, so obviously that's my point. What are we starting at? Better.
Probably 0. something, yeah.
9, yeah. So, which was pretty much just cobble and dirt back in the day. And
they threw in a bit of wood.
Yeah, that was really probably about here. This is the point where zombies and stuff. Zombies drop feathers in the early game. Yeah, that was around for quite a while. Creepers were supposed to be pigs.
Yeah, they were a mistake.
They introduced giant zombies by command only.
Stuff spinning around on the ground. I remember that was big when that came out.
When they first did the
I was really excited.
Then you had a lot of flowing lava and water, and then they added mob spawners and introduction of redstone. Yeah, the gravity affected blocks.
Sheep.
But it didn't do anything at that point. You could kill a cow, but you didn't get any food from it. And you could punch a sheep and get wool.
Cacti and boats.
Yep, boat physics was still messed up even back then.
Note blocks, big slimes, chickens.
Yep, lava. You could power your furnaces with lava. They introduced the nether. And
that was like a Halloween update or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. And then they introduced obviously the nether, which was the pigment and the
gas
and all that. And then they went through lapis and note blocks and squiddies. And,
that's right. The other one was a jukebox, wasn't it? Now note blocks.
Yeah. Dispensers.
Floating beds.
Yeah, well, that was the first of the beds at all, I think.
And later we got beds which had the graphics backwards.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Lightning.
Supercharged creepers, and then it turns pigs into zombie pigmen. Mob trap designs. Falling gravity affected TNT. Spreading mushrooms and grass. You could bone meal grass. Leaf blocks. Started the mushroom biomes and swamp biomes. Introduced Enderman. With wheat farm and melons and stuff and pumpkins. Pressure plates. And
XP.
That was the start of when you killed animals and you actually got food from them.
Yes.
And
the mine shafts, they were way fun. I still love those. I always enjoy just adventuring through them.
Stupid spider spawners.
I die so much.
Then the end. They finally introduced the end. And of course, once they introduced the end, they had to actually put something there. So they introduced the dragon. And at the same time, they introduced enchanting. And I think it was the start of villager trading too, from memory. Mushrooms and mushroom biomes, and you could do potions. Because they brought nether wart in, then they did the spawners with the blaze and the magma cubes.
What the hell's a magma cube? Anyone who's seen South Park.
They finally introduced animal breeding. This is where the iron golems started to come into it as well, and zombies would go for villages.
Shoot out arrows on fire.
Yeah, you had the jungle biomes, where you had the ocelots.
Temples, desert temples, and jungle temples.
Jungle temples, and then they finally ditched the ability to have water in the nether, even with the ice blocks.
Yep.
And pigmen come back through the portals.
Cauldrons that fill up with water from the rain.
Yeah. And
There's villager trading there.
Dispenser minecarts. Ender chests. Oh, they introduced all the old blocks are finally there. The wither.
Puppy dog.
The good old
Three-headed dude. With a skull.
That's it. Beacons.
Cam blocks.
Witches. What's your the ability for zombies to wear armor?
Yeah, that was nasty because they go out in the sun then.
Yep.
TNT in the cart.
Dispensers, they can dispense pretty much every in-game item now.
Good stuff.
Hoppers and droppers and
Sloppers.
And hey, I like that lamp.
They got all those gold and iron pressure pad things. Horses.
Weighted pressure plates, horses,
Better
donkeys,
boats.
mules, hay blocks, nether fortresses. What else we got? This is the start of the mapping with any size portal you want. Modified maps and
Whoever makes it bigger than the minimum size portal anyway.
It's good for a gold farm.
That's about it, yeah.
It's all your different plants.
What's that dude in the
blocks.
water? Skeleton fall or something.
And, then they started introducing some more stairs, and you
Different
can now
like-
craft the uncraftable blocks. And there's the endermites
Mossy and broken cobblestone.
and still fail chicken zombies,
Coloured glass.
baby,
Witches.
baby pigmen, and
Books that you can write in and enchant.
biome, the clay biome.
Heads.
Villagers get turned into witches if they get struck by lightning. Slime
Yeah.
blocks.
Slime pop. Yeah,
they're
something.
the barrier blocks, those zero ones.
Yeah,
The
that's the
barrier
new ones.
blocks.
Rabbits.
Bunny rabbits.
Catch your wascally rabbits are.
These are
Guardians.
the guardians. So the giant zombies can now wear armor as well. So
And the big underwater temple thing made out of prismatic stuff.
prismatic stone and whatever, all that sort of stuff. So it's been a little bit of
Come a long way.
a little bit of I think I started playing it about 1.2, 1.3 properly. I had played it pre like betas and stuff like that, but it didn't really interest me.
Yeah, I played the beta one on the web.
Yeah,
You can play it in your browser and went, what the hell is this? I'll never play that. That's a bit stupid.
that's what I played, and I'm like, okay.
Whatever, yeah. Doesn't seem that exciting.
Mm.
Then you just kept hearing about it. It's like, fine, I'll download the bloody thing and try it out. Holy cow, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I haven't stopped playing it since.
Now with all the different mods and updates and texture packs and shader packs and
Just take all of our money.
yeah, pretty much. That's what it comes down to. MCPE
And how many people are just buying it so they've got multiple accounts with different names and they're like, oh, I got one called Will, but I don't want it to be called Will anymore, but I can't change the name until like 2.0 or something, so I'll buy another one and call it Miss Tomkinson.
yeah.
Then buy a camera one so that I can get that view.
Yep.
Nobody do that kind of stupid thing.
No, and then have one for your server, dedicated to your server with the server name, and then have you're not. Who wants 4 or 5 accounts really?
Publicly released for the PC on May 17, 2009. 5 years
Yep.
old.
That was the web only version, I think.
Yep.
So yeah,
bad.
5 years. I mean,
Play all the different modes: survival, creative, adventure, multiplayer.
it's
Zero Dallas multiplayer.
still only 1.8, and it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
They're as
Jeez,
bad as
come on,
Google.
dude. It's about time you got to version 2. What are we waiting for?
They're as bad as Google.
Still in beta.
There was only about, what was it, 1.2 1.2 or 1.4 or something, they added the food bar and the hunger bar.
Yep.
So.
Go through all the lists of stuff to find out when I started using it.
If you want to get a rough idea of what's happening, go and watch Ziestu, Ziestu, I think it is, on YouTube, and he's actually doing a Let's Play at the moment, where he's starting back at beta 1.2 or 1.3 or something like that.
But you can do that now with all the different profiles, can't you? Just install the old ones, play it, install the next one.
That's it, and he's going to go every week or every couple of weeks. He's going to update to the next version, but he's not going to reset the train or anything as it generates. So you're going to have all those weird train generations, and so it should be interesting.
He's going to have to keep on exploring new areas to get the new stuff, because otherwise he's never going to see anything new.
Yeah, well, that's it.
The current terrain you got doesn't ever rechange.
I think he's going to say MC edit where his house area is around there, and then every update he's just going to plonk that back into the new terrain. So there'll be the old bit where his house is, and then everything else will be the new terrain around it.
Interesting.
So
he's got more time on his hands than I do. Well,
he's full-time YouTuber, so...
Or patience and motivation.
No, these guys are full-time YouTubers. I mean, that's what they do. They spend, 16 hours a day either playing or uploading or editing or something. So
if YouTube gave me $1 million, I'd do it.
Yeah, well, that's about what it comes down to too. I mean, a lot of the guys are full-time now. Generic Bean, BWO and Pungence and Schism and Doc M and those guys, they are full-time YouTubers. I mean, they spend 120 hours a week. 16
I don't know how they do it. I sit on any chair for a few days and my bum's a bit sore.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Sit on cushions and stuff, and I'm like, I've got to give up Minecraft for a few days because I can't sit down.
So they do it. I mean, they'll spend that 16 or 18 hours a day. They'll probably play for half of that, and then the other half of that they're editing and uploading and processing and all the other stuff.
Or employ somebody else too, since they've got enough.
Yeah, well, that's it. Or they're streaming. They do a lot of streaming as well.
You go edit that show that I just did. I'll go and do some streaming in the meantime, and then we'll come back to it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way to do it if you could.
You mean Emma Twitch?
Yeah. And then, where obviously we got jobs and stuff as well. So for us just to do this podcast is a 3 days. It's a 3-day event just to do this, and then we do 2 podcasts a week to do Aussie Tech Heads as well. So, by the time especially with our internet, by the time you upload a 2 gig, video, and that takes overnight, so you can't do
Thank you, Liberal Party. We didn't want that NBN. Big crap for me anyway.
Yeah. So, it definitely, if you want to put the work in, obviously you can do it full time, but once you start doing it full time, you really do have to do it full time.
Yeah, and some people get burned out and get sick of the comments.
Which is understandable. I mean, people don't realise, I think,
trolls.
And what gets me is, let's say you're doing spin tires or crash landing or something like that, and you'll play 4 or 5 hours at a time.
Yep.
And then you'll upload that into, 4 or 6 videos or whatever. And then people leave comments on the first one saying, "Oh, if you do this and do that," it's like, dude, that was, I did it in one sitting. I don't just record for half an hour and then upload it. It's like, it doesn't work like that.
People get cray. Yeah, I was saying Amatwit, because they're the ones who bought it now, isn't it? Amazon's going to buy it instead of Google. Yeah,
which is, I know, honest. I mean,
say what?
Well, Amazon's got the bandwidth, so I mean, in that respect, they're not going to be a problem. But
not really gaming though, or video platform, or any of the above.
They've got the Amazon TV, Amazon
for the US, yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Who wants a Fire TV or a Fire phone? Not much use outside of the US to anybody.
Yeah, exactly, that's right.
Let's have a look at some Pocket Edition news. tomcc says on Twitter, so it looks like 0.11 will be out before 0.10. The GLES 2 port is fast, stable, and took 1 month less than expected, maybe out in 2 weeks. And by the way, I'm joking, if we release 0.11 with a new rendering first, it will be called 0.10 anyway. My MCPE to-do list to be sorted by version now just has the features I'd like to have from soon to maybe. Smallish text stuff, OpenGL ES 2.0 render system, new tinted sunlight. Ooh. Rebuild the build system, cave culling 2.0, breed button, die button, boats, change mood button, make world infinite button, add a brightness setting, add splash screen to Android, add falling sand particles to unstable gravel and sand. Well, why would you put sand particles on gravel? That doesn't make any sense. New controls, skins, realms, far biome, localization, new sound engine, nether, maybe.
Yeah, some of those should be prioritised. The falling particles, the brightness setting is super critical because it's ridiculous of a night trying to play.
Yep.
Yeah, they're the main ones probably. Boats would be handy. New controls, that would be handy as well. New tinted sunlight, I think they're talking about like as it becomes morning or evening, you get that orange or pink hue.
Glow. Oh, okay.
But I mean, you don't even get that in normal Minecraft, so we'll see. But with this OpenGL2, stuff like that's going to be possible, I suppose.
Yeah,
So-
like on the really, really old phones, but nobody should have those anymore anyway, so...
Well, they won't by the time this comes out.
Yep. And he says, and OpenGL2 is done. It still has some small bugs, but everything has been ported now. Now it's time for features. And some interesting Feed the Beast news. Slowpoke says on a forum, FTB, Feed the Beast, a partner with Nerd Kingdom to help develop TUG. The team at FTB is proud to announce a new formal partnership with the team at Nerd Kingdom, the team behind the PC game TUG, at nerdkingdom.com. Our goal is to help the guys at Nerd Kingdom with the direction of the game and to aid in the development of the modding scene. So what does this mean for Minecraft? Short answer is, nothing changes. IMAZ and Jaded Cat are already working hard on the 1.7.10 packs. Prog and his team continue to make improvements to existing launcher, whilst it remains as well as keeping up on top of the unstable 1.7.10 beta test pack. And we are preparing for our third tournament at PAX Prime 2014. My current plan is to supplement the existing team with new members when needed for TUG, so as to not lose any of our existing focus on Minecraft-related content. So why TUG? This is a great question. TUG as a game is something that I and other members of our team have had our eye on for over a year now. I was first in contact with the team at TUG in June-July of last year, where we had informal talks regarding TUG and where it might go in the future, and the integration of mods into the game. It seems that a lot of what was said back then was taken on board, and TUG may very well develop into a modder's delight. For those people who have yet to come across TUG, very briefly, like Minecraft and other games, it is and will evolve into an open-world sandbox environment with survival aspects. However, it is a direct design decision that whilst Nerd Kingdom will provide core gameplay experience for users, the game is best served by opening itself up to the modding environment for content. To this end, the core game for TUG is itself a mod built on top of the game engine, and every aspect of it will be open for modders to improve on or change to their heart's content. It is my hope that this will allow us to see a whole new level of modding than what we see in this point, enabling us to create even more fantastic content for everyone to enjoy in the future. So I think Will's got a bit of a video there that we can have a bit of a look and see what TUG's all about.
Yeah, show me the first button.
It's very weird with your hands swinging back and forward in front of you.
My name is Peter, some of you may know me as Hino, and I'm Jeff Burchett. Instead of making a big flashy trailer to try to sell the project, we thought we'd just use this video as a way to explain very honestly what this project is and where it's at. TUG is an open world survival sandbox inspired by Minecraft, but really it's a lot more about the amazing things people created inside of it. Some of the things we personally loved were Tekkit, Aether, and Thaumcraft, so expect some of those influences to pop up during development. There's also a bit of inspiration from more traditional games like EVE Online, Zelda, and Monster Hunter, although some of those inspirations probably aren't that obvious early in development. The entire world is interactive, which is something voxels help a great deal with, but disregard of the blocks, those things are pretty temporary. This game is really about experimentation and getting a sense of the world around you. The experience certainly isn't perfect yet, but it gets better with each update, and although things are a bit crude, you can currently explore an infinite world, harvest materials, craft, cook, and hunt some pretty dumb AI. There are a few things that we have planned for the future of the game, like programmable golems, logic gates, magic, and some interesting character development. But this project is really about working with the community to find out what tools and features are most important going forward. We know what we like as gamers and developers, but we don't pretend to know what every mod or server owner needs. So we also keep an open line of communication with content creators. We have been building our engine from scratch with the exception of Havoc, and an update hits about every 4 to 6 weeks with new features and performance enhancements. Sometimes updating may take a couple of months if it's something pretty big. In these cases, we make it a priority to give the community a heads up. The project has been in public development a little over a year, including our Kickstarter campaign, and we have made communication a part of our DNA. Building an entire engine from the ground up certainly can be a lot of work, but it has a lot of long-term advantages. Using a pre-made engine like Unity is great for making a game, but since we were making a platform for creation as much as a game, it was important that we build tools and systems that made the most sense for the project. The game is far from complete, but there is a typical creative mode, crude multiplayer PvP mode, and a first iteration of survival, which for now is a single-player experience. Our focus in development right now is about expanding on survival, which means building new tools and finishing our networking architecture. We really want the world to have its own narrative, so we think a lot about the intent of everything we put inside of it, where those things go, its impact on the ecology, and how it may change the way people play. The game and tech being early in development is also why we're only asking $10, and not the price of a full game. We feel it justifies the work so far, and when it's further along with development, the price will raise here and there. Your support of the project helps keep us independent, and supporting the project early also saves you a few bucks, since all the updates are free. And every penny earned in development through alpha and beta goes right back into the game, not our pockets. You're putting your support into what we're building, so that is where your support will go. Now, before deciding to buy the game and supporting us, please be aware that for now, we are only supporting EX11. So be sure that your hardware can support the game and not just your operating system. But this will change with time, so if you also want to support us to help things along, that'd be pretty great. Make no mistake of it, sometimes things are going to be broken, buggy, or have some terrible performance issues. This is just part of the process, and a lot of the reason we are in early access in the first place. Feedback from the community really helps us understand how the engine is running across a lot of different hardware, and it will only get smoother with time. If you like what we are doing, please consider supporting the project and sharing with your friends. And if you have any questions about the tech, design, or research, feel free to reach out, hit us up on Twitter @NerdKingdom. There are also a few useful links below for anyone interested. And
definitely a lot of Minecraftiness in there. Some of it even reminds me a bit of Terra Firma Craft.
Yeah, it's well, it's got a lot of tech and influence, as you said that. So, you know, I'm certainly going to purchase it in the next week or so, and I'll do a playthrough on it. It won't be this weekend. I have things to do, but yeah, possibly next weekend before then. If everything goes according to plan, I'll spend a couple of hours and do a playthrough. It looks interesting. Until I play it, I'm going to reserve judgment. But yeah, if it is, I mean, obviously it's only very early pre-release alpha. It's not even in beta yet, but hopefully, I mean, it'll live up to the hype that they've set for it. So that'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, something new to check out. A bit like Minecraft, anyway.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And now for our week in the loft. In this segment of the show, we'll talk about what we've been up to in the last week in our Minecraft adventures. And first off, I'd like to say thanks to Cat Meow Cat, Crisis Core Lady Beaver, and Bird54 for their server donations. They're coming in now, and we're getting quite far along. If we can, 2/5 of the way, if we can get to the end, we'll put another gig of RAM in the server for a year, and hopefully that'll help speed things up a bit and make it a bit smoother for everyone.
Yeah, it should make a big difference. We notice the RAM filling up quite regularly, and the more players we get on, the more it's doing that as well. We do have to talk about Project Red. If you are on our server, can you please take down your Project Red? There's a lot of bugs in it, and they've just got worse with this update. It has a habit of crashing the game, causing corrupt chunks, and causing things to go missing. So Project Red, the storage is neat, it's great, but with the hassles we're having with it, if you're caught using Project Red, you will get it taken off you.
Yeah, I've talked to the guys on the Attack of the B team troubleshooting help forums, and they said they know it's an issue. It's really to do with multipart, which was compiled with Project Red, that's not compatible with the Attack of the B team's multipart, so there's crashing all over the place. And from one of the guys on the forum, he says, yeah, essentially no fix. You can remove the offending blocks from the world. It'll solve it a bit quicker, but putting it back or even breaking it in-game may cause additional issues later on down the road. It does seem that the blocks cause an issue when they're attempted to be loaded or unloaded, but using a chunk loader doesn't entirely resolve the issue. The loading and unloading issue may be client-side instead of server-side. So I said maybe one or the other should be replaced in the next update, and he said multi-parts is a dependency of Project Red last I knew, and Project Red is no longer updated for 1.6.4. The best bet for any of this to work nicer together is try and make all mods that need multi-parts use the same version of multi-parts. If anything, I'd suggest this in the forum section of the Let's Test 1013C, and maybe they'll think about it, the guys who are putting together mods. Surely we're not the only server in the world that's having this issue.
No, it's. I think it's exasperated because we are a public server and people are doing things that don't normally occur on a private server to a lot of the time. So the issue is not necessarily being helped by that. But yeah, you'd have to think other people are having problems. Like, it's not, I don't know. But I mean, you watch a lot of the Attack of the B Team guys on YouTube, and they're not having any problems on their servers. Like the Minecraft guys, they're not having any issues. So
what is going on?
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't have any problems with my Project Red, but when I was removing it, my system crashed 4 times. So
we didn't have quite as much trouble in 13B. I don't know if they updated something of the multi-parts or Project Red since. I mean, there's no newer version of Project Red to do, so
something changed.
Something must have changed because it wasn't quite that bad back then. We seem to notice a heck of a lot more these days. And besides that, what have you kids been up to on the server?
Well, we've been getting the shop up and happening. It's starting to actually happen now.
Looks quite nice.
Using a plugin called Gringotts, which actually physically gives you a currency. So we found these stones in game that can't be crafted. They can only be found in chests and things. And that's
quite rare too, isn't it?
Yeah, they're pretty rare to find. And so we'll be issuing those out. Like, say we need a hand to do something, whatever. We'll be paying people to do things in those Gringotts, which can then be used for trading and things like that. It's based on a physical currency, so it's only what you have in either on your purse or in your vault. You have to excuse me. I'm still getting over the flu, and it's knocking me about something fierce. So yeah, it's pretty neat. We're starting to get the shop set up. We're basically going to have each part of the shop's going to be a different room. So there'll be one for the Nether, there'll be one for the Overworld, there'll be one for for every different mods, whether it's open blocks or random items or random things or whatever it is. Each one will have a few things in there. Especially a lot of the grindy stuff that takes a lot of work to make, you'll be able to buy. But having said that, you're going to need to do something to get the money. So whether it's creating a wheat farm and selling a heap of wheat back to the server, or whether it's creating your own shop and selling enchanted swords and armor and stuff, or Tinker's construct tools and things like that, selling those for a price for other people to buy. So it'll be much like a real world would work. It's actually give and take of money.
So there's a question: are we going to have a section of our big shop for people to buy their own mini shops, or is it going to be outside that shop? Or
no, the top floor at least, and possibly more, probably the top floor and a half, the next floor down will be for rent. So basically, you'll pay us, as an example, you'll pay us $10 a day to have a shop there, and then people come in and buy your items. Whatever money you make is yours. We just take the rent, and it's up to you if you want to stay there or whatever. It'll be we're only adding the things we're only adding are going to be at a fixed price. So let's say we add let's say we add a diamond chest plate for $100 as an example. Then if you've got an abundance of diamonds, you might want to make diamond chest plates and sell them for $60. So we don't care. You're quite welcome. You're welcome to sell whatever you want for whatever price you want. The ones we're selling We're deliberately pricing them a little bit higher, but they're always going to be in stock. They're always going to be available. So whereas ones that somebody might sell for $60, they've only got 10 of them. Yep. So they might run out. So yeah, that's sort of how it's going to work. So we're getting that slowly set up. Trying to just redesign a few bits and pieces. So I've actually gone back to the drawing board. I'm actually starting with playing the game from scratch. I handed in all my Project Red. I got rid of all that. All my chests I gave to people on the server and said, come get what you want. Mm-hmm. And starting with from nothing. And just trying to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. But one downside of being a mod is that it's very hard to actually get a chance to play the game.
Yeah.
Usually as soon as you log on, somebody wants something.
Most of my stuff is keeping the server updated, fixing up crashes, finding out what's crashing, and updating and upgrading.
Rolling back griefing and trying to find out what happened here and who did what to who and why and how. But yeah, that's the downside to being a mod. So it's not, not these people who want to be mods all the time. It's not necessarily all that glory that you see it as. Also, just in case I'm not busy enough, Skybox server's up and running. The shop's on hold there for a little bit till we do a bit more beta testing. I haven't had it crash yet. I need some people on there. I need to get some more load happening on that server and make sure it's working properly with the ore generators and things. I won't call it a cobble generator. It's more of an ore generator. Setup with that's on there. The nether, I think I figured out a way to do the nether as a skyblock style nether. I've just got to do a little more homework on that because I implemented it the other night, but it kind of didn't work. So I've done something wrong. But so theoretically, you'll have your skyblocks, and then you'll have your nether patch, which will be the same 100 by 100 size as your skyblock, but it'll be your chunk of nether. Mm-hmm. And once it's gone, pretty much.
Cool. I started putting in a bit of an insanity run arena, and had to block it off because people kept going in one end of it that was incomplete and then going around the other side and then falling in the lava and dying. Cat was saying we've got a ton of gravestones all around.
All the lava was gone. It was all full of gravestones. Yeah, did that. Had to. I did a couple of days streaming, couple of nights of streaming this week. I was streaming Crash Landing, which is a modded Minecraft. It's sort of like Argarian Skies or whatever it is, but you crash land on a planet and you don't have any resources. You got to make things. It's really stupidly addictive. It's a lot
sort of like Skyblocks, isn't it? Everything's limited and you have to...
It's actually worse because it's so much more grindy. And because it's got that health patch in it that monitors your temperature and your hydration levels and everything like that. So you're basically in a desert and you spend 90% of your time trying to get water. It takes so long to do anything because you're just constantly trying to survive. You don't have a chance to build and expand and do this other stuff. So
did you ever play the original EverQuest?
Yes, I did actually.
That was something that was super grindy.
Yeah, it was.
Exponentially, easy, harder, slightly, much harder, much.
Yeah.
And it might take you a couple of weeks just to go up one level.
That's it. This is kind of the other way. It's really hard and a lot of grindy, and then once you do, you get to sort of a tipping point. Once you get over that tipping point, it's not necessarily any less work, but you can make more progress. So it's depending on how you play the game, depends on where that tipping point is.
Yep.
The worst part is being hardcore mode. Once you die, you're dead. That's it. So that's annoying.
Game over, man. Game over.
So I've been streaming that and playing that a little bit. I don't know if I'll record it, but I don't know if I'll put it up on YouTube. I may. If we get any requests for it, I might do it. We are, as of tomorrow night, I believe, I'll have to double check with Kat, but I believe as of tomorrow night we're going to start doing a series of videos for introduction onto our server. Things like how you get on there, what do you have to do to set it all up to get it all going.
How to use MyTown.
How to use the Locket, how to use MyTown.
Better storage.
yeah, you better story stuff, how to start off and how to figure out what to do and where to do it and what some of the basic rules are, and just
how are you going to find out how to do all that stuff?
So yeah, well, there'll be basic tutorials on a lot of the things you need to start with, like basic Tinkerer's Construct. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube about Tinkerer's Construct, but it's all involving smelting.
Anything.
It's all
never
smelting.
done a Tinker's anything whatsoever, or I wouldn't even know where to start. A lot of people haven't.
And I had never done it until I started playing Crash Landing. I'd never done Tinkerer's Construct. So that's why I'm...
Have you got this awesome hammer or something?
Well, that's part of it. There's that. You can do the basic stuff where you don't need the forge, you don't need the smeltery, you just use bone and timber and things like that to create your tools. So you can actually start off with not much and make Tinkerer's tools, which you can upgrade later on. So it's just
these are repairable too, aren't they?
They are. They're repairable. They're quicker, and you get bonuses on them and things like that. So, yeah. So that's what the videos will be about. They'll be about all the basic things you need to get yourself set up and get yourself ready to go.
Well, I have to set up a new playlist on the YouTubes for it.
Yeah, yep. For sure. So that'll be hopefully starting tomorrow night. We should have the first couple of those up, which will be the probably the first two we'll do will be the My Town and the Lockout, I would say.
Yep. Awesome. So come and join us soon on our main server at mc.obsidianloft.com. And now we're going to do a server tour. This one is mc.snapcraft.net. So let's load that up and have a look around. Snap, snap, snickety snap. They like fireworks in this.
I noticed that. I logged on before and I got fireworks on my account. Okay.
Is that when you log on, or?
I don't know.
They said they were going to be rebooting at some stage. I don't know if that was when we started.
Yeah, no, that'll be exactly as we're about to get going. They'll decide to do the reboot.
There's a dozen people on at least.
Sounds. Let's turn the sounds up a bit. Okay.
Probably look cooler in the daytime. Mr. Tomkinson cam.
Yeah. No, that's right.
If anybody can, Mr. Tomkinson cam.
I forgot about that. Okay, so what do we got here? Navigator, right click. Hub, Hunger Games, Earth Games, Survival, Factions, Kit, Creative, Zombie, Parkour, Skywars. What is Earth Games?
Let's have a look.
Earth Games.
Right click on Classic at the start.
What? Okay.
You've been auto-assigned to the blue team.
So have I.
Aha! And I can't see anything around.
If you're experiencing lag, you can use your magic clock to make players disappear. Well, I don't have a magic clock. I do, however, have 999 coins and nothing.
Oh, here we go. Finally loaded.
Yeah,
I've got a magical sword.
Yep, there we
Wooden
go.
sword with unbreaking 10, sharpness 1, bow, arrow, golden apple, wooden shovel, torch.
Unbreaking.
Welcome to Earth Games. Spend kill coins in the chests. Okay.
I'm wearing blue wool for a head.
And nobody noticed the
Welcome
difference.
to Earth Games. Spend kill coins in the chest. What? There's already broken dirt here. Is that a thing? What do you do?
Found a chest. Oh, Earth Games coin chest shop. You can buy stuff. 4 coins for bow, 3 coins for a sword, 5 coins for a diamond slasher sword, 1 coin for a half stack of dirt.
Oh, there's a chest.
You got glowing armor, explosives, grenade, minigun, and fake shop only for VIP. Wonder if you went the same way as me or a different one.
I have no idea.
I don't see you around, so I'm guessing different. It's pretty cool so far. I mean, we're winning so far, 1-0. For some reason.
But what do you actually do? Do you...
You played the Earth game, dude. Don't you understand?
You dig things, apparently.
It's a game
You
with
dig,
Earth.
dig.
Diggy diggy hole.
And you don't actually... Well,
get anything.
There is so much lag that you can't do anything.
Yep. I know, same thing. I just right clicked on a chest. Now I walked for 10 spaces away and then it popped up.
Wow, I just got knocked back 5 blocks of digging. Okay, well that's not playable. What else they got here? Spawn?
Hub doesn't work, spawn doesn't work. Oh, it did work. Took a while.
What worked?
Okay.
Hub or spawn?
I think spawn, but it took a while.
Oh, it
to
did.
go.
Wow, it only took 30 seconds.
Yeah. Hub says, oh snap, command not found.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got back here. Let's click on our clock. Click, clock. Hub, Hunger Games, Earth Games, Survival, Factions, Kit, Creative Zombie.
They're missing one. There was a Sky Wars.
Yeah. Go back to the hub and have a look.
Back to the hub. Oh dear.
There we go.
Another
Sky
one.
Wars. Let's have a look. It'll probably take half an hour before it'll work, but
Parkour.
oh yeah, it looks a bit prettier around here in the daytime.
I don't know, I can't see. I'm stuck.
I'm just
inside you.
moving and jumping without touching anything at the moment.
I'm stuck inside you.
Going backwards, I'm going for. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
moving
me.
me?
That's me.
I'm on your head.
Yeah.
How did I get?
Get off
What?
me. Get off. Get off.
Okay. Sky Wars.
Sky Wars
do
for the
anything.
3rd time.
Sky Wars don't do nothing. Okay, that one's
Now
broken.
Lord Achilles is on your
Parkour.
head.
Parkour. Here we go. Welcome to It's Raining. Welcome to Snapcraft Parkour Adventure. Parkour through 24 levels and try to reach the end. Start this way. VIP can fly. Hey, that's cheating.
Yeah. What's the
What's the point?
the
You
point
just
of
fly from
parkour
one
if you
end to the
fly?
other. Game over, man. I won.
gee.
I'm awesome. You are to suck because you don't afford it.
Too much players. Right click your clock.
Green wall means checkpoint.
Click your clock if there's too much players. I don't know about players. There's too much lag. Does that count?
You failed already.
Yeah, the lag just won't allow me to actually jump.
I jumped, and I'm crap at parkour. Got to the second one. Where we go now? Push the next one there somewhere. Jump! Yeah! Mad skill. Don't you wish your parkour were good like me?
I wish that it wouldn't lag me out and make me walk instead of running. It's doing the rubber banding thing.
Yep.
Nope.
Whoa,
Oh,
how do
what
I get
else I
across here? Jump! Oh, I did a double jump and fell down. Okay, there goes that game.
Yeah.
Right. to the hub.
Survival? Let's see what's going on in survival, I guess. Please read the book of the rules. Do I have to? Really? Because he gave me a book for the rules that I can't click on anyway.
Yeah, nobody reads that.
How to survive.
Shops.
Rules.
Everybody
walls,
likes these floating words.
quests, dungeons.
About that.
Chest shops.
We'll have to get that plug in just so we can have floating words too.
Yeah. Welcome to the city of Veronica, where legends are born.
Do, do. You just walk past somebody, they're heading out to you. I think they're naked or something. City guard. I'm going to kill the guard.
Quests.
Die. Oh, come on, come
Quests.
after me, kill me. Leaving the city of Rohakin, PvP is now enabled.
Portals.
Yeah, boy.
Outposts.
Yeah, gonna get
and
ya.
Nether. Outpost.
There's about half a dozen people around. on the-
Kagathan and Thestariak, Thorikiki, Malaria.
You're just making up words now.
They are, yes. Thoric. Yeah.
Oh, the mobs have got health bar. It's very hard to kill a mob when the server's that laggy that
Yeah.
you hit it and then you walk away and then 5 seconds later this creeper blows up. And he goes, hey, you're not next to me anymore. How did you get over there? Just walk, dude.
So I'm assuming. Wow.
Rubber
Thanks for
band.
that.
There's a house over
Who
here.
chose this server? Seriously? Did you actually play it first?
You take 10 steps forward and 20 steps back.
Yeah. Not rubber banding. It's actually teleporting you back.
If anybody played this, they can't come to our server and say lag.
I reckon. They can say it, but they can
This has got nobody on it.
No. There's
Come out here so I can kill you and we can see what happens.
8, 10, 12, 14. Well, I don't know where I am.
Well, that's not new. Did you go past the city guard?
I don't know. I just went to.
Guard?
I went to portals and then I'm in a town.
Yeah. Welcome to the city of Rohakan, where legends are born.
Oh, I got a carrot from that zombie.
Snapshot. I can see some people's name tags out this way. Food shop. PvP arena. Woohoo!
You're entering a protected area. You're leaving a protected area. You're entering a protected area. You're leaving a protected area.
I went into the PvP and everyone's leaving.
Okay,
Cure, die.
Ooh, lava.
You're in a no
Lava.
PvP. This is PvP arena is a no PvP area.
Oh, really? On the ball with that.
No.
Okay, can I dig a hole? Oh, don't give me a shovel then.
Is it? Oh, I see. This is like some sort of hub thing, and you have to go out this way to go to PvP arena. You don't have arrows and stuff, it's not very clear.
I'll dig down a bit and see what's down underground.
No flying or GMC toggling. It's
CMC.
game mode creative, I guess? I don't know. Whoa, it's a long way down. I'm going down there. I'd have to pay money and fly out. There's somebody underground here, though. Come let me carry you. Cure. Die. Ow. Jail, keep out. Must be American, they can't spell jail. Blood on the floor everywhere. Somebody underground here.
37.
Market scum. What? There's a game tag through the ground. It's green. It says market scum. Pretty quiet server for the number of people on here. Slash spawn.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. Blip. I was hoping they'd at least have one of your kind of skyblock thingies.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to dig down to bedrock here, just see if I can find diamonds or something on the way down.
Look at the hub. Factions, get PvP, creative. I wonder if anybody's done anything in creative. Choose a plot auto. Purchase master $25. Whoa, don't tell Mojang about this. You're not allowed to have plots that you have to pay for. You go to jail.
That's why it's laggy. Mojang's cursing them.
They got a ping flood or sin flood or something on them.
Yeah.
That'll teach you to charge people for access to your server. You should be doing it free. Can't afford to do it free. I don't care, do it free. But you go to hell and you die. Everything's just floating islandy stuff. With towers and castles and things. Where do people actually do the creativeness? I mean, it looks pretty and stuff, but...
Yeah, found bedrock.
You cannot build here. Well, it's not very creative, is it? Did it rock your bed?
Didn't even find diamonds.
Yeah. Back to the hub.
And fireworks.
Them fireworks gonna fly around, them fireworks.
Well,
fireworks.
that's about it then, isn't it? There's nothing really left.
Cool! Let's not come here again.
Yeah.
Quickest server tour ever.
Yeah.
Quickest server tour ever.
So, don't go and play
Snapcraft.
Snapcraft.
And if you wish us to demo your server, maybe you have one that's worth going on, please email us or record a video of us on your server. I mean, we've been on a lot of servers, but seriously,
Yeah, nothing
not
there.
quite that bad.
We've been on servers that have had 10,000 players on them and they're not that bad. That's horrid.
It's probably running with like 256 meg of RAM.
Probably using the Amazon free server.
Yeah. Thanks for listening and watching another episode of the Obsidian Loft. What are we called? Obsidian Loft Podcast,
No,
not Obsidian Loft Podcast. Make sure you subscribe in iTunes.
That's our other show.
That's our other favourite podcast application. You can also watch our show on YouTube at youtubes.com/the Obsidian Loft. Don't forget to subscribe so you keep up to date with our shows. And click on the thingies down there, subscribe, and there's probably up in this corner
Thumbs up,
like
thumbs
a
down.
subscribe button, and down there's visit our website or vice versa, or somewhere you can click on stuff. I usually add that on later. And if you wish to email us and provide comments or suggestions for the show, contact us at feedback@obsidianloft.com.
You can also email us at WauloK, WAULOK, or Mr. Tomkinson, mrtomkinson, at obsidianloft.com. And our Twitters are WauloK and Mr. Tomkinson. Also, this show's account is at Obsidian Loft, and I really need to start following that because I keep forgetting to do it. And I'll go and log in, and I'll go to the thing, I'm like, Music for our show is provided by Jeff Burchett and freestockmusic.com, so everybody else get your mitts off it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep mining.
See you guys.